Aggressive Krawlers Off-Road, where we build your next adventure. This is our 2012 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon shop Jeep. This Jeep is fitted with a rock hard front mid-width bumper, rock hard swing out rear bumper. It's got a Warren Xeon 10S winch with a Factor 55 Ultra Hook, color matched of course. This Jeep has a 6.4 liter Hemi conversion with a NAG 6-speed, 5-speed transmission. This Jeep has a Rebel Off-Road coilover kit with King coilovers. This has a Dana 60 front Kingpin axle and a Dana 80 rear axle with 5 38 gears. Automatic transmission Jeep, has about 60,000 miles on it. It's been wheeled since it was a stock Rubicon. It's been through several phases of build. We had a 3.5-inch AEV lift kit on it with 35-inch tires, which was a really good setup for this Jeep and for the axles, the factory axles under it, and the stock 3.6. The next phase was 37-inch tires, the Rebel Off-Road coilover kit, and when we went to 37-inch tires, we realized that the Dana 44 axles couldn't handle it, at least the way we wheel and test. So we broke a rear axle shaft, which put us in the position to upgrade axles. The 3.6 liter was a little sluggish with 37-inch tires, so that's why we went with a 6.4 conversion. This is an AMW 6.4 conversion kit. It's been in here since about July 2019. This Jeep has a Air Up brand air compressor, 6-switch switch pod. It has an Air Up regulator that actually is plumbed to all 4 corners of the Jeep, so I can hook up 4 hoses and air it up or down off of this system. If you notice the Lux lights under the dirty hood, there's Lux lights under the hood and under the Jeep for rock lights and for maintenance lights on the trail. The metal cloak fenders, I've got to say, are the best fit and finish fenders that we've found, and we have tested them well. You can see the rock marks on them. This was dragged up Trail 15 at Windrock on this fender and this fender prior to the wider axles. So you can see the rock rash. They held up really well. They are a pain in the butt to install. These rock rails are rock hard 4x4 rock rails. They're turned up. They also have an option to turn these down. These have been very well trail tested. We've dragged the weight of the Jeep across these rock rails. The finish holds up really well. This is rock hard swing out tire carrier. This is one of the best mechanisms in the industry. Between the hinge and the lock, closed and open lock. This is a Aggressive Krawlers 3rd brake light and camera mount, backup camera mount that we custom built. 8-lug pattern, fits inside the hub area of the wheel. These are trail ready aluminum bead locks and Nito 40, 13, 50, 17 tires. These are a softer tread than you find on a 37-inch tire or a smaller tire, a typical street tire. So these will wear out a little bit quicker, but they're sticky on the rocks. Probably not as sticky as a BFG Krawler, Red Label or something like that, but still more sticky than a typical street tire. Underneath, we also have a Curry and a rock sway bar. Gives us our stability off-road. We've got TerraFlex upper and lower mid-arm control arms. We're getting ready to convert one of our other JKs now to a long arm kit, so we'll show that on a upcoming video. We'll show you some of the install on that too. And then we have an Artec belly pan skid plate, gas tank skid. Gives us the ability to drag across the rocks underneath. Of course, this skid plate, you can see the scars from quite a bit of beating. We've got an Adams front and rear drive shaft. Those are 1410 joints, double cardan joints at the transfer case on both drive shafts. Everything that we build at Aggressive Krawlers, we trail test and stand behind. So anything that we're going to sell you or tell you that we're confident in installing on your Jeep, we're going to make sure that we've given it a hard test off-road so we know that it works well for you. We ended up going, instead of with the metal cloak inner fenders, we went with an Ace inner fender. These are aluminum inner fenders that are powder coated black. Some people order these metal cloak fenders unfinished and they paint them, but this finish is powder coated finish from metal cloak is great, and I would recommend you sticking with that. The rock hard bumpers are the same way. The finish is so good on them and they're easy to touch up. I feel that the best sway bar disconnects in the business are the TerraFlex sway bar disconnects, and you can get those separately or you can get them with a TerraFlex lift kit, but they actually easily slide off the pin, and they have a stow pin up top so that your sway bar stays up and out of the way when you're off-road. Now this Rubicon has an electric sway bar disconnect as well, but with the flexibility of these coilovers, the stock sway bar with the sway bar disconnects connected, it limits the flexibility of the Jeep, so we completely disconnect the sway bars. I hope you enjoyed our walk around today of the 2012 JK Shop Jeep. Like and subscribe us on YouTube and take a look at some of our other videos, and look forward to lots more walk-arounds up and coming of what we're doing in the shop. Thank you. Now it's time for the best part. I get to go enjoy driving.